Bravo, bravo. There you see it. This morning on Local 15 Today Live, you just saw the beginning of the 84th annual Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo, kicking off every year with that cannon boom. They're going to do it again. This year no different as the tradition continues. Coming up, we're going to take you live to the world's largest fishing rodeo happening this weekend on Dauphin Island.
Hey, and we are out here at OWA as the amusement park is set to open today. Coming up, we're going to give you all the details that you need to know.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Darwin Singleton.
And I'm Kelly Foster here with meteorologist Jake Dunn. And happy Friday. It is time to go fishing.
Have a good time.
This morning. Have a great time. You know, some of the bait places, I know in Pascagoula, they were out of Croker. They said they've been having a ton of fishermen from over this way coming over there because bait and lure is hard to find. This is the biggest fishing rodeo, so
much going
in the
on.
world.
Everybody's looking at you, Jake.
Yeah. Don't look at me.
I saw some flash of lightning though out to your neck of the woods.
I heard it this morning. It woke me up.
Yeah,
Jake.
that storm complex is leaving, but I tell you what, the heat and the humidity, that was certainly the story on Thursday. In fact, it was the hottest day of the year on Thursday. We had a high temperature of 96. Any guesses on the heat index yesterday?
Well, you were predicting 105. Did it make it?
It surpassed that, 110.
Oh,
110. That was our highest heat index on Thursday. But right now, skies are quiet. That storm complex near Pascagoula is now off into the Gulf of Mexico. Up next, a stronger sea breeze today, and that means a little bit cooler and also showers and storms. Right now, again, skies are quiet. Here's that storm complex moving away from us. We've got mostly clear skies. Now, Pinpoint Predictor shows that throughout the morning hours, things stay quiet. But as we move through the middle of the day, sea breeze moves inland, showers and storms erupt. Here's the scene at 1 o'clock, and then as we head through the afternoon, we'll get those cooling thunderstorms. They will start to fall apart, though, by Friday evening. Here is your hour-by-hour forecast. Nothing happening this morning. 93 at noon. Our high today, again, not quite as hot as yesterday. We'll go for about 90, and that chance of showers and storms into the afternoon hours. 5:02 right now. Here's a live look at I-10 as we are heading eastbound into the Wallace Tunnel. No problems as of now.
Terrible. It's the most terrible thing I have ever heard of.
An Atmore couple in jail this morning accused of sex trafficking a 13-year-old girl.
66-year-old Mary Lou Daw and her 87-year-old boyfriend Charles Stacy are both in jail, charged with human trafficking and rape.
According to court documents, Daw accepted money from Stacy in exchange for allowing him to have sex with the child.
Now, neighbors say they would often see Stacy at the house, but they had no idea what he was doing inside.
I was just in shock, had no idea nothing was going on because you see the children out playing, you know, just had no idea.
Stacy also charged with promoting prostitution and enticing a child for immoral purposes. Both remain in jail on a $1 million bond.
Now, we've learned more details of a story that you have been watching, I'm sure, at home. One-year-old boy severely scalded by hot water in Pritchard. Police say the incident was caused by a child reaching for a cup that was being used by an older sister. The baby was initially taken to USA Medical Center but was then transferred to UAB in Birmingham.
Police investigating a rash of break-ins in the Ravine Woods neighborhood that's in the Spring Hill area of Mobile. This past month, 6 burglaries were reported. In at least one case, the victim's door was kicked in, but 2 arrests have been made in the case so far. Song Tan and Larry Johns Jr., they're both on your screen right now. They're charged with receiving stolen property. Police say more charges are pending.
It's back to school for Fondy Elementary School students this morning. The first day of class today, so be careful when you're driving out there, Kelly.
That's so true. Keep it slow in the school zones. Fondy now the first school in Mobile County on a year-round schedule. They'll have the same breaks as other county schools like fall break, Christmas break, and Mardi Gras, but theirs will be just a little longer. We wish students and teachers there an awesome first day back.
Well, the Baldwin County School Board of Education has passed a $60 million financing plan. It's a story that we've been covering extensively here at Local 15 News. The plan includes building a new elementary school in Foley and schools along the Eastern Shore, as well as adding classrooms and other facilities to 6 other campuses. Superintendent Eddie Tyler says the district needs the space to keep up with growth.
But that plan for growth could change. Happening Monday, an education task force will make a presentation to Gulf Shores Mayor Mark Kraft and the City Council. They're recommending the, quote, aggressive pursuit of a city school system. So Any planned improvements for Gulf Shores or Daphne are on hold for now until the school board finds out if either will break off into their own school system.
Well, for many young students, the end of summer is not something to celebrate.
But that wasn't the case for students in the Boys and Girls Club summer program.
Thursday, students who participated in the program were treated with snow cones, games, a bounce house, and a lot more.
The end of summer celebration rewards the kids for their hard work and dedication throughout the summer program, and it's designed to prepare these students for the next school year.
Very educational, and it's also very fun because we got to play in the game room, and we got to go to a discovery zone where we play with lots of geometrical shapes and stuff like that.
Last year I was kind of prepared, but this year I feel like I'll be way more prepared because I remember and I've learned more stuff about what I'm going to learn next year.
The students were also offered school supplies to get them ready for the 2017-2018 school year.
How wonderful is that? You know, I did a little showcase on that at the end of the year for Cool Schools. And it's great because it keeps all their school stuff in their brain
head.
because we all tend to play during summertime, so it's great for them.
I remember seeing that. It was a good show. Too hot to bear. A maintenance man comes to the rescue of an elderly resident. The actions he took to ensure she'd be cool for the rest of the summer season.
And with the heat index above 100 degrees this week, Mardi Gras might be the last thing on your mind, but this is the Gulf Coast and Mardi Gras is always closed, where you can find the guy sitting next to me. Local 15's Darwin Singleton celebrating it this weekend.
Also, tax-free weekend underway, and while discounted school supplies helps, how about some discounted haircuts? We're going to tell you where you can get your children haircut for free. And Jake, we have got so much going on this morning.
Yeah, that's right. We've got another hot one coming our way, but notice our heat index maxing out around midday and then falling during the afternoon. I'll let you know why it does that when we get back.
Hello, I'm Mark Hyman. We can finally say goodbye to the threat of the Y2K bug. Here's what's happening behind the headlines. 20 years after preparations began, the federal government is ending requirements to track the so-called Y2K bug. In 1997, actions were begun to avert what some thought was a coming catastrophe. Many electronic systems formatted a year's date using only the final two digits, such as 97, 98, and 99. It was thought that systems would mistake the year 2000 as 1900, creating unimaginable havoc. Government at the federal, state, and local levels prepared for the worst. So did business. Some predicted a disaster of epic proportions. In the end, the year 2000 came and went with a whimper. But this didn't end directives from Washington. Government agencies were required to take precautions and report efforts to mitigate Y2K. These directives were still in effect 17 years after the fact, wasting thousands of man-hours annually. Days ago, the White House canceled 7 directives still in effect. The Clinton, Bush, and Obama administrations allowed these unnecessary regulations to continue. But the regulations, like the Y2K bug, are now a thing of the past. To comment, go to BehindTheHeadlines.net. I'm Mark Hyman.
Here's from our Throwback Thursday sent to us from Burrs. Look how cute they are.
Cutting me up like a knife and I feel it deep in my bones.
Just be careful, nah, nah. Love ain't simple, nah, nah. Promise me no promises. Oh, nah, nah. Just be careful, nah, nah.
Local 15 weather with meteorologist Jake Dunn.
Welcome back and good Friday morning, 5:12 now. We're throwing back to Thursday evening. Our own Darwin Singleton grabbed this picture. Beautiful silhouette there of the sun setting in the background. We had some amazing sunset photos after a toasty Thursday Hottest day of the year so far. Nothing happening in the tropics and a minimal, if any chance at all, of things getting going over the next 5 days. But of course, we're always keeping an eye on the tropics for you. There is some good news. It won't be as hot today. And the reason for that, we get a stronger sea breeze and that will develop showers, storms, and of course, the clouds that go along with it. Still going to be hot and humid, no doubt about that, but not quite as stifling as it was on Thursday. Pinpoint predictor, 7 o'clock, not much happening. Most of the morning will be quiet, but by 12 o'clock, we've built up some heat and some humidity. And as that sea breeze gets going, we're going to pop those thunderstorms. And you see quite a bit of green on the map today. That's calling us scattered showers, scattered thunderstorms. In fact, about 40, maybe even 50%. However, things will calm down during the evening hours, and that's great news because, of course, big day down in Foley, our OWA grand opening, 10 o'clock this morning, 87, a chance of storms during the early afternoon hours, then things should quickly calm down for your evening plans. Back to Pinpoint Predictor, maybe some showers on Saturday morning, but then it is scattered showers and storms throughout the afternoon, so pool plans tomorrow. I tell you what, green light in the morning, but then you're going to have to use caution or put those pool plans on hold during the afternoon as some lightning will be in your area. Marine forecast today, bays light chop seas around 1 to 2 feet. Hour by hour, we're 78 right now. We already have a heat index in the 80s. 93 are high today, but again, right around noon, and then falling temperatures as the showers and storms start to roll in. 7-day forecast, 50-50 shot tomorrow. We'll keep the same type of forecast in play through Monday, and then as we go into the middle of next week, we see more sunshine. We see highs back in the middle 90s and the heat index well above 100 degrees.
Big day here in the city of Foley as the park at OWA is set to open this morning. Coming up, we'll talk all about those 21 rides you can ride right here.
And I heard there was a rodeo in town. I'm at the Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo. We'll have more on this event coming up after the break.
So cute. This is Throwback Thursday. I think that is Jasmine Williams right there.
Really?
Look at these cutie pies. Thanks for sending us in. You can send us more through Burst.
You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you laugh, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn.
3, 2, 1, boom!
And just like that, let the fishing begin. In our deep Gulf waters this morning, the largest fishing tourney in the world, the 84th annual Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo. It began at 5 a.m. with the traditional cannon blast that you just heard, and we brought it to you at the top of the show. A lot of excitement.
Yeah, timing on that is crucial, but it worked out beautifully. Local 50 Zora Asbury joins us live from Dauphin Island. And Zora, you have got your rodeo hat on. It looks a little like Mardi Gras, but hey, you can mix it down here on the coast.
That's right. We're right here on the Gulf Coast, so the Mardi Gras hat is very, very fitting. You guys heard that cannon blast right at 5 o'clock a.m. and it was very loud. They shot it off about 3 times, and that usually marks the very beginning of the Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo. So joining me right now, I have Van Sims. He's actually the president this year. So tell me, Van, what all goes into putting on this event?
It's 11 months of planning. We have to, me and my executive team will work throughout the year to plan for this event, and it's nice to finally see it culminate. And that cannon blast really represents 11 months of hard work to put this tournament together.
Now, we were talking earlier just about the cost, and it's actually not very expensive. Usually if you want to go deep sea fishing, it costs you about over $100, but for this you get it for $50.
Yeah, $50 is 3 days of tournament fishing. And you can even kind of add to that to improve your chances and improve the payouts for the tournament. So
now there's also lots of categories. So tell me about how many categories we're seeing.
We have 30 categories that our anglers fish for, 15 inshore and 15 offshore. Plus, again, with the additional divisions that anglers can participate in, it's quite gives our anglers a lot of opportunity in cash and prizes.
Well, thank you so much, Van. I really appreciate it. We'll be talking to you later today in the morning. But for you guys, if you want to head out here, you still have plenty of time to get out here. I'll have more on the Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo coming up later in the show. Back to you.
All right. Well, you know what, Zora, I know that there's boats and trailers everywhere on Dauphin Island right now. A lot of boaters and fishermen, they're hoping to win this big prize. I heard that it's over $1 million. And I wanted to find out, are they giving out a boat this year? You know, they've done that in the past.
That would be really cool if they could give out a boat this year. I'm going to find out exactly what the specific prizes are for the winners, and I'll have that for you guys coming up later in the show.
All right, we'll take that one right there. Be nice.
It's a beauty. Thank you, Zora. Happening today, the moment the Gulf Coast has been waiting for. OWA Amusement Park is going to open its gates to the public this morning.
Local 15's Megan Gannon is live from the park this morning. And Megan, we've all been buzzing about this, the whole Gulf Coast. Can you feel the excitement there? I know it's early, but I think you can kind of feel it already, can't you?
Oh, you can definitely feel it in the air. The excitement is here. The park at OWA opening at 10 o'clock this morning. And look who I have managed to snag, the general manager for the park at OWA this morning, Steve Honeycutt, and he is here with us. Lots of information. First of all, how excited are you? What are your feelings right now?
Megan, this is so exciting. You know, everybody's worked so hard for almost 2 years now and to make this dream a reality, and now here it is in opening day. Yeah, we're so excited.
All right, 21 rides. Tell us a little bit about the rides, because they're ranging from everything from thrill rides to kid and family-friendly rides.
Well, that's certainly no accident. That's something we wanted to do because we want something for all ages. Yeah, you can see the roller coaster behind us, the Rolling Thunder. That's for some people who really are daring. And then we have nice kiddie rides. We have about 11 kiddie rides and family rides that the parents can ride with the kids. So we got something for everybody.
Perfect. All right, opening your gates at 10 o'clock. What are you expecting from opening day? What are you expecting this afternoon?
Well, we fully expect to have people lined up out here. The weather hopefully is going to be good, and we're going to have a great day.
Perfect. All right, well, we've got a lot more to come this morning, so make sure you stay with us. Kelly and Darwin, back over to you guys.
Hey, Megan, I don't know if you know this yet. You will as it gets daylight, but there's something called the Alabama Whamma. I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
The Alabama Whamma is what they're asking me about. I know it's one of those thrill rides, right? Like, doesn't it go upside down?
It spins and it goes up on the side, and then you're going over, and then your car's turning as you go around as well. So, yeah, I'll get on the roller coaster, I think. So.
Yeah, sounds scary.
I'm going to need a barf bag for that one. All right, thank you, Megan. We'll check back in with you later.
Hey, Jake, how are we looking for the big opening?
We're looking pretty good. We do have a chance of showers and storms. Speaking of which, I'm looking forward to the Rolling Thunder ride. That's the one I'm looking forward to down at OWA. How about this? Sunset yesterday from Tim R. Just an amazing display of color. A lot of sunset photos. In fact, our own Darwin Singleton had one as well. Mobile right now out the door 78, an incredible 80 degrees already in Pensacola. There is some good news. It won't be quite as hot today as yesterday. Temperatures topping out in the low 90s compared to middle 90s, but it'll be just as humid, so the heat index will go above 100 degrees. We'll call it 94. Milton, Pensacola goes to 91 this afternoon. Now our temperatures will trend down into the weekend just a little bit because showers and storms are in the forecast. We've got more on when the storms will be in your backyard when we come back, and we'll be back in 2.5 minutes.
I'm an editor, Tom Russo, many moons ago.
That would be Chris Dunn.
Oh my. How about that? Throwback Thursday pictures. All right, in this heat, a broken air conditioner just makes things unbearable, and it also makes them dangerous.
One grandmother in the Birdville community of Mobile went without an AC for nearly a week. After calling public housing several times, conditions turned dangerous. The family reached out to Local 15, and within hours there was relief. A maintenance man showed up during our interview to make repairs.
It had to go to this point to address the issue to get it fixed.
Board tells us that they were waiting on a new part, and we're going to be back right after this break. Stay with us, everybody.
This is Local 15 Today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Darwin Singleton.
And I'm Kelly Foster. Thank you for joining us for Local 15 Today.
It is an eventful day ahead. This morning we have crews in Dauphin Island for the 84th annual Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo, and we have crews in Foley for the grand opening of the OWA Amusement Park.
But first, we have meteorologist Jake Dunn standing by, prepared to give you the first look at the forecast. And Jake, these are huge events that will be outside. Of course, we've got OWA and the biggest fishing tournament in the world about to be kicking off. It already has, really.
Yeah, and we've got an okay forecast. Not perfect, but of course it is late July. It is the Gulf Coast. We know showers and storms are to be expected, although right now skies are quiet. This storm complex was flirting with our Mississippi coastline, but it has since moved out of our area. Weather impact, though, now between midday and afternoon, a medium to high impact, mostly because of high temperatures and the heat index going above 105 in spots, but there will be some storms out there as well. So if it's not the heat and humidity, your plans will be impacted by a few thunderstorms. Right now, Mobile has 78, Gulf Shore 76, it's 80 in Pensacola, and our forecast today takes temperatures to about 104 for the heat index, but notice it happens around 12 o'clock. The afternoon will cool down as we see showers and storms move into the area. But again, those will also cancel a few plans out there for the fishing rodeo and perhaps at OWA. Time for traffic right now. It's 531 I-10 on the downtown side, both into and out of the Wallace Tunnel. Cars are moving along with no problem whatsoever. And we cross the bay and look at things in the Daphne area, and also looking pretty good on this Friday morning.
All right, thank you, Jake. Mobile police say a 15-year-old babysitter stopped burglars armed with a gun in their tracks. Wednesday, the would-be thieves kicked in a door at the home on 600 block of Chelsea Drive. But the smart and quick thinking of the young man may have saved these children from injury.
He was babysitting the kids. He put one down to sleep or take a nap or whatever. And a guy came in there with a gun. So he ran, and then the guy with the gun ran. And then he told the kids to like play a game and go hide or something.
The burglars quickly realized the home wasn't empty, prompting them to take off and leave. Police say they've been interviewing several witnesses, but have not yet been able to make any arrests. The tax-free weekend now underway, and shoppers across the state will take advantage. Shop tax-free on school-related items now through Sunday night. Retail giants making back-to-school shopping easier. They're adding features to their websites and phone apps, allowing you to look up your child's school supply list right from your phone. For more information on tax-free shopping, visit our website, local15tv.com. The Mobile County Health Department providing back-to-school immunizations. The immunization event kicked off Thursday and will continue this afternoon in Sims. No appointment is necessary. Immunizations will be given at the Sims Health Center today from 1 to 3. For more information, head to our website. And Cuts for Kids. Remington College in Mobile providing free haircuts for kids under the age of 17 throughout the month of August. Haircuts will be done by students in the Remington College of Cosmetology. The free haircuts will begin August 1st and will be available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And by the way, walk-ins are welcome. Happening today, the Porch Band of Creek Indians finally opening OWA Amusement Park to the public. We've been waiting.
We have been waiting. Less than 10 months ago, remember, this project was just blueprints, and now they're ready for their grand opening this morning. Local 15's Megan Gannon is live from OWA this morning. And Megan, we were talking about it this morning, how fast this park came to fruition. It's amazing how quickly they put it together, but it's going to be open this morning. You ready?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Darwin, we are so ready out here. I think we're counting down the time a little more than 4 hours at this point. Gates are going to open up at 10 o'clock. We have Steve here, general manager of the park at OWA, who is very excited. Anticipation building. You guys actually kind of had a soft opening last night. A lot of media members here. How did that go?
It went great. Yeah, we had probably a couple thousand people, and it was just great to have guests in the park. And boy, are we excited about the day, though. Today's the real deal.
Right. 21 rides, lots of rides to talk about. That big one, Rolling Thunder, the roller coaster, that's what everyone's really looking forward to if you're seeking that thrill and adventure.
You know, it's one of the best coasters I've ever been on because you just don't know what's coming. First of all, you go up the lift and you go straight down, and after that it's twists and turns all the way around, so it's very exciting.
Okay, but you also have some family-friendly rides for those like myself who don't enjoy that thrill and seek that adventure. There's a lot of family-friendly rides.
We do, and that's one thing. We got for small kids, and then with medium rides that the parents can ride with the kids. So it's a great package.
much.
Now, you were telling me this is kind of like a one-stop shop. Everything that you're going to need if you want to come spend the day at OWA and at the park is right in there. You've got food, games, rides, everything.
We sure do. You can spend the whole day here and get anything you need. So come out at 10 and stay till midnight with us.
All right. Now, one thing we do want to talk about, you guys are going to have fireworks tonight is what you told me, right?
We are, and we actually had them last night, and I'll tell you what a great show it was. The guests just loved it.
Right. Okay, perfect. Gates opening up at 10, and the box office will be selling tickets starting today as well, correct?
Absolutely. You bet.
All right. Well, we still have a lot more coming up. We're going to talk about the economic impact about OWA here in the city of Foley, but also in Baldwin County. Kelly, Darwin, back over to you guys.
All right, sounds great, Megan. And Megan, I want to find out, are you going to ride the Rolling Thunder? That's what we've been talking about, the twisted ride of steel.
You gonna do it? I mean,
No, I will not be riding it. I will not be riding it. I'm sorry. I'm not a roller coaster person. Like, a lot of people probably are not going to like me this morning, but I'm petrified already. Like, I have a knot in my stomach when you ask me that.
Well, Megan, you know what? I'm the same way.
Really?
I'm not a roller coaster girl, but the rest of my family is. But I'm not brave enough. What about you?
I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. All right,
All
Megan,
right.
we'll check in with you a little
Megan.
bit later.
All right, well, the largest fishing tournament in the world now underway, of course, talking about the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo on Dauphin Island.
Local 15 Zora Asbury joins us live from Dauphin Island this morning. And Zora, you're being introduced to a tradition along the Gulf Coast that's been here for 84 years.
Yes, Darwin, this event has been going on for over 80 years, and a lot goes into putting on this event, so I decided I would talk to someone who actually does that. He works with the JC. I'm with Eric McCall. Now, Eric, tell me what you do and what goes into making this event so great.
Well, like you said, the event's over 80 years old. It's the best part about the fishing tournament is that it's put on by volunteers. So the group of individuals that plan this out the entire year, give up our spare time, and plan the largest fishing tournament in our spare time. We put together a prize package that's valued over $450,000, cash prizes, daily awards, special awards, and then, of course, we give out first, second, and third awards in all 30 categories, and then we award a master angler for the entire tournament as well.
Now, Kelly and Darwin were really curious to find out what that grand prize is, so tell everybody what they could be expecting to win.
Well, you got me on the spot. So the Master Angler Award is actually a culmination of different prizes. So we have a number of sponsors that come together and put different items into that prize package. So I don't know what it is offhand, but it is a nice package.
Could somebody possibly be going home with a boat?
Yes, there's actually 2 boats. So we have a 22-foot contender that's going to be given away through a random drawing. So anyone who weighs a legal fish. So we have 30 different categories. All you got to do is bring in one fish that fits the requirements of the rodeo. Then your name will go into a sort of a barrel shuffler, and then we'll draw out one name for a 22-foot contender. And then there's another War Eagle boat that's being given away, I believe, in a random drawing as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Eric, for your time. I appreciate it. So we're going to be out here all morning long. It's a big event, one of the biggest deep sea fishing rodeos. So you guys want to make sure if you haven't made it out yet, definitely come out here. Once again, I'll be out here all morning long. Darwin and Kelly, back to you in the studio.
All right. We can't wait to chat with you when it's daylight out there for the beautiful sunrise. I was there last night. Have you ever heard the Liars Contest? I'm just curious, Zora.
I did a little bit of research on the Liars Contest. So you were out here last night, Darwin. What did you see?
I saw a lot of liars. Yeah, the winner, Timothy Douglas from Sims, by the way.
Well, you know what? There's going to be 75,000 people on the island today.
And they
for
all
this
going
over
to
the
catch a
weekend.
whopper,
So
every
this
one
is
of them.
this is great for Dauphin Island business. Zora, thank you. We'll check in with you a little bit later. And this weekend, meet Local 15's Darwin Singleton at the Fairhope Brewing Company and help him celebrate his favorite holiday, Mardi Gras. This time, it's Mardi Gras in July. It's their annual celebration. Mobile's Bay City Brass, they're going to kick off the afternoon with music, as you can hear in the background, and that music's going to go well into the night. The brewery will make a big donation to the Baldwin County Humane Society that we love so much, and Local 15's Darwin Singleton will put on some of his carnival finery to host the event. The party begins Saturday at 2 on Nicholas Avenue.
I do vote to grant parole when eligible, and that will continue this hearing. Thank you.
Relieved and emotional, O.J. Simpson will soon be a free man. The NFL star was granted parole Thursday after spending nearly 9 years in prison for a 2007 armed robbery in Las Vegas.
I'm sorry it happened. I'm sorry to Nevada. I thought I was glad to get my stuff back, but it wasn't worth it. You know, 9 years away from your family is just not worth it. And I'm sorry.
Simpson could be released as early as October 1st. Well, the music world has suffered another loss. This time it's Chester Bennington. He's a lead singer for the rock band Linkin Park. The 41-year-old Bennington, seen here on the left, was found dead Thursday morning at a home just outside of Los Angeles. Now, according to authorities, Bennington's death is being investigated as an apparent suicide. Bennington's death comes just 1 week before the band was set to begin touring. Today, President Donald Trump is inviting some U.S. historical figures to the White House. 3 of the 5 final survivors of the Pearl Harbor attacks will make history again when they arrive at the White House. President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence will meet them at the White House. The men will also be honored at the World War II Memorial with a pure silver commemorative Pearl Harbor coin. The 5-ounce coin was minted to honor the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941.
Well, a mayoral candidate has the city he's running for heated.
And his, quote, racist remarks have gone viral.
Africa. Go back to Africa. Go back.
And 5 teens walk free, but they may have to live with a guilty conscience.
Laughed at him, told him that they weren't going to help him, they weren't going to rescue him.
The completely legal act they committed that now has their community in disbelief.
Also, a fight breaks out in New York City streets, but the weapon one man brings to the fight now has him behind bars.
We are rain-free for now, but showers and storms will show up later today. I'll track them into your backyard when we get back.
Broadcast in the state by the Alabama Broadcasters Association.
TGIF 544. We know this guy. That's our boss.
That's our news director, Bob Noonan, many moons ago. And more Throwback Thursday pictures on this Friday morning. Stand by. Jake's forecast in just a second.
Local 15 weather with meteorologist Jake Dunn.
Where did all that hair come from?
Where did all the hair go?
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's the more important
I'm
question.
feeling that myself, but
that's our boss.
Yeah.
That is our news director, Bob
When he was
Noonan.
12 years old.
You know, I knew Bob.
Back in the day?
Yeah, he taught me whenever I was in college, television. When he was a news director at a different station, he also taught.
And now you're working with him.
Yeah, I know.
Life's many quirks and turns.
I know.
Great guy,
Hopefully
by
the
the way.
weather's not going to make a bad turn. We got a lot going on today, Jake.
We've been in this pattern of our weekends turn wet, and sadly that's going to be the case, but the trade-off is it won't be as ridiculously hot as Thursday, so
I'm thinking about that.
It's always give and get in the weather
Jake,
department.
Jake.
Don't blame the messenger. We got a gray look out there this morning in Gulf Shores, not quite the white sands we're used to, and of course the blue water and the blue sky, but that'll change throughout the day. It's not going to be a horrible day, but there will be some changes when you compare it to yesterday. Our satellite in review across the tropics shows that there's not much happening. Good news. Just conditions aren't there for things to get developing, but we'll continue to track those tropics for you all season long. Now, unfortunately, the rain risk is rising, and it does so over the weekend. Storms are a safe bet on both Saturday and Sunday. We're going to track those for you in just a moment. Here we go. Pinpoint predictor. 7 o'clock this morning, some decaying storms upstate near Montgomery and Birmingham, and also some storms moving away. So really the next 5 hours, not much to worry about. As we head to the noon hour, we'll start to develop that sea breeze, and of course we'll have the heat and humidity in place, so the showers and storms will be popping up during the afternoon. Then they'll fall apart this evening. So I'd say our window of opportunity about 1 o'clock through 5 or 6. That's when you'll have to keep the eye out for the showers and storms and have that plan B. to head inside. Speaking of which, Bay Bears are at home tonight. 7:05 is our first pitch, 85 degrees and muggy. And it's Fireworks Friday, so after the game, stick around for an amazing display. 79 degrees, a light breeze at 10 o'clock or so. Now back to Pinpoint Predictor. We see a pretty quiet Friday night. Saturday morning, perhaps some light coastal showers, but we know the drill. Sea breeze, heat, humidity, thunderstorms throughout your afternoon will quiet down as we head into Saturday night. Out the door this morning at 7 o'clock, 78 degrees, 93 at noon. That's probably our hottest time of the day because showers and storms become more likely as the afternoon moves along and will fall back into the 80s. 87, that's our surf temperature. Low risk of rip currents today, and your marine forecast shows a light chop on the bays and seas 1 to 2 feet. 7-day forecast, 50 to 40% risk of rain Saturday and Sunday. If you have to be outside, I'd say morning or evening is the better bet. As we move into next week, we see fewer storms, but that means higher heat, especially by Wednesday and Thursday.
Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. Go back.
Florida mayoral candidate Paul Congemi has made national headlines this morning after he went on what appears to be a racist rant.
That incident happened earlier this week at a debate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Now, during that debate, candidate Congemi began to criticize one of his opponents who is seeking reparations for African Americans.
Your people already got your reparations. Your reparations came in the form of a man named Barack Obama. My advice to you, if you don't like it here in America, planes leave every hour from Tampa Airport. Go back to Africa.
Wow. Okay, the city's current mayor, Rick Kreisman, has since released a statement saying Congemi's comments were unacceptable.
Well, like all stores, Walmart must deal with its share of shoplifting, but you'll never believe what one man took off with.
This even surprises us, and we've seen a lot of crazy stories here. 52-year-old Edward Dickard of Texas stole an electric shopping cart. Police didn't really have to chase him. He wasn't going that fast. Dickard was arrested and charged with theft of property. Don't do this, folks. The cart is worth about $4,000.
Speaking of Walmart, one Texas Walmart has been reopened recently, but as a public library.
As Asa Merritt, with our digital news partner Circa, gives us a tour of this brand new facility.
This state-of-the-art library in McAllen, Texas used to be a Walmart. The 120,000 square foot space was once filled with clothing and home goods. Now you will find a virtual reality station, a 3D printer.
Everywhere you look, there's a lot of buildings going down, and if they could turn it into something like this, it'd be more fun for us, so we have more things to do.
Malls and shopping centers across the country are closing. The library in McAllen is an example of what can be done with these empty, gigantic spaces.
It's a touchstone, the fact that it was a Walmart building. That buzz has created a lot of support in the community, bringing people in who might not have come to the library before.
For Circa, I'm Asa Merritt.
And for more information, visit circa.com.
That's right. You can also head to our website, local15tv.com. Click on the Circa tab at the top of the page.
Well, shock, pain, and anger. One family out of Florida is infuriated this morning after 5 teens witnessed their loved one drown.
But why are they upset with the teens?
Because instead of calling for help, the teens recorded it and laughed at the victim's final moments.
They're crying out for help on the video and you just do nothing.
Up next, we're taking a look at this unbelievable video and learning why the state of Florida says there's nothing they can do about it.
53.
That's right, we're taking a look at some of your Throwback Thursday pics from yesterday. Oh, that's our producer Molly.
Well, a group of Florida teens who taunted a drowning man while filming his death will not be criminally charged.
This one is a terrible story, folks, and we have to warn you, this is graphic video. Viewer discretion is advised.
Police say in the more than 2-minute long video, 5 teens are heard laughing as 31-year-old Jamel Dunn struggles to stay afloat in this lake in Cocoa, Florida.
You're not finna help your You finna got it. Bro, drowning, what the heck?
That's disgusting. In the video, you can even hear the man crying for help, but these 5 teens continue to just laugh.
Yeah, bitch, got in there.
The state attorney's office released a statement condemning this video, but says prosecutors could find no law violated.
Dunn was found dead in the pond 3 days after he drowned. The teens who recorded the video were between the ages of 14 and 16 years old, and the future is not bright for them. Let's just say that.
Yeah, more disturbing video out of New York City. A man caught on camera going after another man with a machete. Take a look.
All right,
Very frightening.
The man who was carrying the machete was arrested. It's not clear what started that fight. Thankfully, this next video didn't start a fight. We call it a gender fail.
2 soon-to-be parents attempted to reveal the sex of their baby in a fun way, but it ended up a little painful. Watch this.
1,
Oh no.
2, 3.
Oh!
No.
Wow.
This beautiful couple is from North Carolina. The plan was for Laura, seen in the video, to pitch the powder-filled ball to her husband, Justin, who was supposed to hit it hard enough for the ball to explode and reveal the sex of their unborn child.
But as you can see, the ball failed to explode, and instead it hit the soon-to-be mother right in the face very hard at that.
The moment apparently was so funny that the successful reveal never made it on camera because Laura's sister was laughing too hard.
The couple expecting a baby boy in December.
So apparently she didn't get hurt seriously, or they wouldn't be laughing, right? It's time for birthdays. Happy 9th birthday to Riley Branton. Birthday love from your mom, dad, and big sister Morgan. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Kim Trest. Birthday love from your favorite niece, Candace. She loves you so much. Have a great day.
Happy 44th birthday to Robert Kirk. He'll celebrate his birthday Sunday. Birthday love from Felicia, Titania, and Marquise with love. Enjoy your birthday weekend.
And don't forget to send us your pictures. We love to share them with everybody else. Just send them to local15tv.com and make sure you click on birthdays. Well, Chocolate Rivers Fishing Tournaments, Elvira and Rolling Thunder coming up at 6 a.m. We're going to cruise the coast and check out all the big events happening this weekend.
And a magic moment for a little girl fighting leukemia coming up at 6. This little princess being surprised with her dream come true.
Also, strike out, domestic violence, homestand, and relocation rumors all being addressed this morning as we welcome Bay Bears General Manager Chris Morgan into our Local 15 studio. These stories and more coming up at 6 a.m. We're back in 2 minutes.